Mansfield Academy is a place for students to come. The way that we usually describe it is a place where kids come if they've exceeded the systems and pieces that are in place for them within their sending schools. Mm-hmm. Their behavior exceeds the capacity for the school. And so kids come to us with goals in mind. Teams send kids with goals in mind about what specific behaviors they would like to work on, improve, replace, and then from there we work with kids and they sort of fit in our system. We've developed a system at Mansfield Academy that works, sort of the Mansfield Academy way of doing things, and once kids figure it out, they find success, safety, and security.
So if somebody were to come to Mansfield Academy, what would they see?
They would see a multi-age classroom that follows a routine that's similar to sending schools, but that has instruction in social cognition incorporated throughout the day. So we are working all day long on helping kids to understand how to be a part of a group, what it means to be a part of a group, and to think about other people in the classroom and their perspectives.
So how did Mansfield Academy develop?
I think it developed out of a need for the students who fit this description to still feel like they were a part of our school and a part of our districts, or part of our schools and part of our district, so that they could have a safe place to go, grow in the skills that they needed, and then return in a timely manner to their sending schools with those new sets of skills, without needing to feel like they need to go to a completely different place.
So I've heard the two of you describe the difference. One of the differences that when a situation comes up, it's a learning opportunity. One of the differences is from a regular classroom to this classroom is that you can take the time to really dig into that learning opportunity. So if a student's having a difficulty with interaction or whatever, they can take time to process that longer and with more depth than in a typical classroom.
Yeah, you bet. I think what Galen was saying about the social cognition being embedded in part of our whole day is we sort of stop the presses if there's something that needs to be addressed, either being a member of a group, being socially responsible, thinking about the people that you're affecting, how the behavior affects other people, is it the right time, stopping those things and having those conversations in the moment, and handling big behaviors at the same time is an important thing that we do, that we just adapt to the situation and go with it.
What do you enjoy most about working in this program?
I think that we have a lot of flexibility to sort of mold the program to meet the needs of the students that we have, and that is really great, because with a program that has kids from kindergarten up through 4th grade and that sort of come and go throughout the year, it's really important to be able to have that flexibility.
I think the pieces that I enjoy most about this program are the ability to work with a team. Galen and I work very well together, so being a part of the program and coming to work and feeling like the person that you work with knows and shares the same values and goals and pieces for kids and sort of gets it, makes this program run very smoothly. Mm-hmm. And then the next piece of it is that flexibility, as Galen was saying. It's just the ability to reach kids on a different level and develop those relationships and treat this classroom like a family type of community where kids have some accountability to ourselves and we have accountability to kids.
Where do you both want to see Mansfield Academy go in the future?
I think for me, seeing where this program can go would be to sort of bridge the skills that we do here into the schools that we serve. Finding ways to just put some of the pieces that we do, those ability to stop, the ability to slow down and say, this is an important piece that we need to teach right now, because it's not just about teaching this mathematics lesson for me. It's about having the kids understand why it's important to be here in the group, to be at school, to be learning this as sort of an underlay to why the mathematics is also important. I'd like to see that happen.
I think the other piece of that is just trying to expand, some of the curriculum that we do, the social cognition curriculum, and the language that we use out into the schools, so that more of the teachers are familiar with that and are able to kind of bring that in and wrap those kids back into their classroom. And I think that is starting to happen.
So talk a little bit about the Mansfield Way, the Mansfield Academy.
The MA Way.
The MA Way.
So we use sort of two different sayings or themes in our classroom. The first one is know, show, and go, the MA Way. It's a piece from sort of a leadership concept where a leader knows the way, shows the way, and goes the way. We sort of took that and adapted it to our classroom, that there's this certain way of doing things. We come in, students know what their routines are, they know what their jobs are, they earn their way into different levels of responsibility, and that's the knowing part is when you first get here and you learn the MA Way, then if you know it, then you can start to show it here at Mansfield Academy, and then eventually you go that way, where you choose that this is the way, this is the path, this is the way to do things, and you go out back into your sending school and you can go the MA Way on your own.
I think one of the things that folks might not know about Mansfield Academy is that when you are working with this group of students, you're also working really, really tightly with the families at a heightened level to a typical classroom. So can you talk a little bit about that?
And I think that's one of the best things about our program, is that we really work to not only keep parents informed about what is happening here, but to be a support to families and involve them in the process. And I think every year we sort of look for new ways to do that, and we sort of invite parents to share with us problems that they're having at home, and can help them sort of brainstorm through some of those things and give them some ideas about what might be helpful to them. We have offered incentives here at school for things that happen at home, so parents can send us an email and say, this was really hard, but they were able to handle it, and could you please give them some extra points at school? So we really look for ways to kind of support parents as well as the students. We also have a school clinician, a school social worker through Howard Center, who works with some of our families and is able to provide additional services that way.
And the pieces that we've adapted over the years, we've used a school-to-home journal that goes home every day. Parents communicate in that, send us an email, as Galen said. The journal sort of is a piece for the student to take with them from Mansfield Academy to home, to really be a physical presence in the classroom, about your physical presence in the home. And then we started to use the Classroom Dojo this year, which is a great website and system that Galen found, that we can keep our data for the students behaviorally throughout the day, and the parents can log on and have the app on their phone or log into the website and see their students' progress. And it's every day that we have a parent walk in to pick up a kiddo and say, "Boy, it looked like it was a great day. I was watching progress on the dojo," and it really gives that. It's an immediate connection about the school day. And writing notes in the journal helps parents to know what their kids were doing, so they can ask them specific questions. We might say, "Hey, ask them about yoga today. Ask them about cosmic yoga we did with Star Wars." Kids really, it's an immediate way of entering a conversation, getting the kids into that conversation about what's happening at school.
So you have kids come from all different schools. Do you feel like that gets in the way of developing a sense of community? Because I haven't seen that it's gotten in the way. Do you feel like the classroom's a tight community?
Yeah.
We do. I think we work really hard to foster that sense of community and to talk about the fact that we come from different places, but that now that we're here, we are a group, we are Mansfield Academy, and that this is the way that things are here, and work to include everybody in that group.
And when it comes up where kids would say, what school they're from, it's really kind of a neat thing. Kids are like, oh yeah, you're from, oh yeah, I know, I remember another student from that. Oh, and so it's just a connection.
Yeah.
But they're here and they're part of it.
Thank you.